close to anything maxing out what I was looking for. But that sounded like it broke. Plant dead with the plant fade. So Dan and I are back from Ikea, and we went with my sister-in-law to help her go pick out some furniture. But of course, while we were there, we definitely did a lot of shopping because we had to see all the things that Ikea had. I've never been to Ikea before, as you probably know, so it was my first time being there. And honestly, when I walked in, it kind of felt like sensory overload because it felt like every which way we turned, there was so much stuff, and then every 5 feet we were in like a new section. And honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I was with other people, I probably would have gotten severely lost in that store. And I don't know how people go in there with a mission to find the things that they're looking for because there's so much stuff. But I'm gonna walk you through some of the things that we got. And honestly, let's just dive into it because I'm so tired. So my husband picked up a lot of snacks while we were walking around. The first thing he picked up was this, looks like rye crisp bread. I don't think he's ever had anything like this. I think he just is more so looking to try it, see how it tastes. The next thing he picked up is a box of these ginger thins. And again, I think he just kind of saw it, thought they looked pretty good, and wanted to try that. Then I think for Valentine's Day, Ikea had these cute little heart-shaped cookies with raspberry flavored filling. I think I'm very excited to try this too because that sounds pretty tasty. I didn't realize he had also picked up a version that was filled with a chocolate flavored filling. These also look really fire, and definitely will be planning on trying that with coffee. He picked up a bag of these chocolates that are almond and caramel on a sweet chewy base covered in milk chocolate. So they kind of look like little mini candy bars. And then at the counter, it looks like he grabbed a bar of dark chocolate, which he doesn't usually eat dark chocolate, but I guess he just wanted to try it. That's all the food items that he picked up. And then the rest of this is like home stuff that I picked out. The first thing which I saw online, which I had wanted, was this garlic press. And it's kind of like a little potato ricer, but it's used for garlic instead. And my husband and I absolutely love garlic and cook with garlic a lot, so that'll definitely come in handy. The next thing I picked up that I honestly wasn't expecting to buy, but when I saw it, I just kind of had to, was this salad spinner. Now this only cost $4.99 at Ikea, which, I mean, honestly, even if it breaks after a couple of uses, I'm still gonna be happy with this because I feel like every time I look for salad spinners, they're at least $20, if not more. Definitely happy with that purchase and excited to use it. Now, the next item that I picked up was a collapsible strainer. This is the strainer fully expanded, and to be honest, I didn't necessarily need a new strainer, but for us living in such a small apartment, the idea of getting one that was pretty space saving was just something I couldn't pass up because it's so flat and it would fit in the cabinet that has my pots and pans so well. The next thing I picked up was this measuring cup. Now the reason why I picked this up is because I wanted something that would pour a little bit easier than the Pyrex one that I have. I find when I try to pour things out of my Pyrex one, it kind of goes everywhere. So I felt like this spout was a little bit better designed and would be better for baking. I like the simple look of this. It just looks so nice and clean. And I like that it kind of looks like a beaker. I think that was something else that really intrigued me. One thing I had seen on Ikea's app that I wasn't sure that they were actually gonna have in store were these picture frames. Now they are made of plastic, and to be honest, they only cost 59 cents a frame. And my husband and I live in an apartment, so we don't really want to invest in like really nice frames, especially because we don't have like a permanent house. So to us, really cheap plastic frames were perfect because we can just kind of hang them wherever. I don't care if they get damaged. I'm just gonna go to Walmart and print out pictures. But I purchased 5 of them because we've really been wanting to hang up some of our wedding photos that we just never got around to printing out. And I think with cheap frames and some command strips and willpower, you can't pass it up. The next thing I got, which I honestly thought was such a good deal, was this bundle of Tupperware containers. Now this whole set was $6.99. Now this whole set comes with 17 containers as well as their matching lids. And it has a really wide variety of different sizes. There's some really big containers as well as some smaller ones. And we have, I don't know what happens to our Tupperware, I feel like we let people borrow stuff and then we just never get it back, or you get that leftover that got really sketch and then you kind of get rid of the Tupperware because you're a little bit too afraid to wash it. But for such a good amount of Tupperware, I really just couldn't say no. So I bought that for $6.99 because we really needed it. The other thing I had seen on their app that I was so excited that they actually had in store was this little vanity organizer. Okay, so this vanity organizer has a cork base, 2 big cylinders, and then 2 smaller ones. And we have a little bathroom cabinet over our toilet that has a shelf. And we've had something to kind of like organize ear cleaners and cotton balls and hair ties, but I think this would just make it look so much cleaner and nicer and organized. So I'm very excited to put this up. One of the other things we got on our list is this box right here. And this is a bigger bathroom trash can. The next item I got was a lap desk. It unfolds like that in the picture, so that way you can work on your laptop while sitting in bed or on the couch. And for me, this is something I was looking for when walking into Ikea. My MacBook overheats so easily and it's hard for me to edit on the couch and not at my desk because my computer just consistently overheats if it's sitting on anything that is warm or a blanket. So this, I feel like, is an easy way for me to now edit on the couch and not worry about my computer yelling at me and overheating. Now, the last 2 things I got were plants, and I got this little baby dragon tree, and it's sitting in a bigger pot that I also purchased. I've never owned a dragon tree before, and I've always kind of wanted to, so I picked up this one, but this little guy definitely needs to be repot, so I'm planning on doing that in the next couple days. Along with the smaller dragon tree, we also got this bigger one to put in our office, and it also comes in a nursery pot, and then we purchased the pot that it's currently sitting in. So I'm very excited to take care of this and to put this up in our office. But that was all the stuff we got. It was kind of nice to just dress up and go out and spend a lot of time at Ikea. I think for the total cost of everything, we spent $146, which is a lot less than I was anticipating. I thought it would cost way more than that, especially because I had walked in with a list of things I knew I was gonna get and very quickly ended up not sticking to that list, mainly because I found new things that I wanted and things that I didn't need. I really hope that you enjoyed my little mini trip and my Ikea haul, and I want to thank you for coming with me on my first trip to Ikea.